Aloha! Here we are today on the big island of Hawaii at the beautiful Volcano National Park, staying at the Tiny Tiki House, and we're gonna start with Denise Fitz's very first 10-minute stretch video for you. So let's start on a seated position. Taking a big breath and lift your arms, let your head fall back. And as you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, take another big full breath in. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Taking another big full cleansing breath in. Exhale, squeeze and lift. And then come back to center. Drop your right hand, left arm comes overhead, feeling that nice stretch from your pinky down to your left hip. And then release, come back to center, drop your left hand, right arm overhead. Big stretch, pinky to right hip. And then releasing both hands down to your side, lift your shoulder blades up. Pull your shoulders back. And then drop both shoulders down, bringing them back forward. Squeeze them up, lower them down. Then hands come onto your laps and slowly bring your gaze over your right shoulder, reaching, trying to get that back of your neck towards the front. And then gaze slowly comes back to center, and then switch gaze over your left shoulder. Coming back to center, bringing your arms out long, spread your fingers wide, squeeze them tight. Wide, squeeze them tight. Wide, bring your thumb in, fingers wrap your thumb, rotate your wrists. Spread your fingers wide, let each finger touch your thumb. And back. One more time. And then drop your right hand. Let your left hand pull those fingertips back towards your body. And release. Drop the left hand. Bring the fingertips back towards your body. And then come onto your hands and knees into a tabletop position. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And take a big full breath in. Lift through your belly. Cow pose. Exhale, let it out. Chin to chest, belly button to spine. Cat pose. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, release. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. And then come to your neutral spine. Drop your hips to the right. Gaze to your left toes. And then back into a tabletop. Drop your hips to the left, gaze to the right. Come back to a tabletop position. Right arm comes up, bicep to your ear. Extend your left leg long, flex your foot, and then pick the toes up. Reach toward the back of the mat. Take a big full breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach. Reach a little more. And then release both hands and knees back to the mat. Switch it out. Left arm comes up. Extend the right leg long. And then pick your foot up. Take a big full breath. Exhale, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. And then release. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes, lift your hips, and come into your downward dog. And bend and straighten your knees. Relax your neck muscles. Taking a big full breath in. And a big exhale out. One more big full breath in. Exhale, let it out. And then look to your hands, walk your feet forward, come into a rag doll. Feet are about 2 fist widths apart. Grab opposite elbow and let your head hang low. So we're still waking up our spine. So think of bringing a lot of space between your tailbone and the crown of your head. And if you're feeling it in your hamstrings, bend your knees a lot. And just start swaying your body side to side, maybe shaking your head no. Release your hands to the mat. Walk your toes and heels together. Take a halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold. And then stand tall. Arms overhead, clasp your fingers. Bring your gaze up towards the clouds. And then slowly start to trace a line across the sky or your ceiling. Lift through your chest. And then slowly trace that line as you dive all the way into a forward fold. Into a halfway lift. Come into a high plank or a tabletop, your choice. And shift your head forward, bend your elbows into the rib cage. And then slowly lower all the way down. Tops of your feet to the mat. Forearms down. And then lower your nose towards the mat. And on your next inhale, lift your chest through your arms. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Come on to your hands and knees or into your plank. Lift your hips. Come back into your downward dog. Taking a big full breath in. And a big exhale out. Inhale, come onto the balls of your feet and let your heels drop over to the right side of the mat. You can stay here or shift the weight into your right hand. Left arm stacks over the right. And then come back into your downward dog. Onto the balls of your feet. Let your heels drop over to the left. And either staying here or picking the right arm up. Stacking it over the left. Come back into your downward dog. Take a big full breath in. Big exhale out. Look to your hands and walk your feet forward. Taking your halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold. And then stand tall. Arms overhead. Take a big full breath in. Left hand's going to grab the right wrist and pull that arm long. Right fingertips reaching towards the left. Let your right hip drop towards the left. To the right. Biceps are by your ears. Straight arms. And then release back to center. Right hand grabs the left. Pulls the left arm long. Left fingers reach toward the right. Left hip drops towards the left. And imagining that big beach ball coming up and around. Feet really grounded. Arms nice and long. And coming back to center. Take a big full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Then from here, we're going to bring that left leg out behind you into a low lunge. So your right knee is over your right ankle and you're pushing your left heel away from you. Left hand comes by your foot. Right arm is going to stack over the left and take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift through your chest, pull the arm back. Take another big breath in. Twist a little more on the exhale. And then release your hands to the other side of the foot. Drop your knee to the mat. Light fingertips on either side of your foot. Come overhead. And start to shift your left hip flexor forward, really lengthening your quadricep. Bringing your gaze and arms up towards the sky. Lift through your heights. Bring both hands to the left side of the mat. Walk your right foot to the edge. Let your knee flop open, sole of your foot open up. Right hand gently on your knee, and then bring your gaze over your right shoulder. And then bringing your hands back to the mat. Coming into a tabletop position. Tuck your toes. Walk your hips back towards your heels. Taking a big breath in, arms come overhead. As you exhale, right arm comes behind you. Gaze towards your right thumb. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, twist towards the left, gaze to the left thumb. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, let's come back to your tabletop position. This time the left foot comes forward between your hands. Tuck your right toe, lift your right knee up. You can keep the knee down if you want. Right hand on the mat in front of your foot. And this time, left arm is going to open towards a twist. Taking a big breath in. And as you exhale, twist, open your heart. Take another big breath in. And then exhale, drop both hands on either side of your foot. Lower your knee to the mat if it's not already there. Light fingertips leave the mat. Come overhead. Start shifting that right hip flexor forward. Really lengthening through your right quadriceps and bringing your arms and gaze up towards the ceiling or the sky if you're fortunate enough, and lift through your hearts. Maybe drop your head. Both hands come to the right side of the mat. Walk your left foot to the edge. Let your knee flap open. Sole of your foot opens up. Left hand comes onto your left thigh or left knee. Gaze over your left shoulder. Both hands come to the mat. Come back into your tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Come back into your downward dog, taking a big breath in. And a big exhale out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. One more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Look to your hands and walk forward. Taking your halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. And stand tall. Take a big breath. Hands come to heart center. Close your eyes. Just take some time to take in your practice, your surroundings. And then slowly flutter your eyes open. And thank you for joining us here on the Big Island. We'll see you soon.